see a baseball field. And if you are invested in the game, it speaks to you. It tells stories of days gone by, of times when things just made sense. That is the grand old game, peppered with tradition and grandiose, of figures bigger than life. The one name that has stood the ultimate test of time lives inside those archives, the Bambino, Babe Ruth. His legacy comes in many forms, but maybe the ultimate compliment is a league named in his honor.
The success of the program led to Claire Ruth, the widow of Babe, lending the Babe's name to the program. And in 1954, that's where the Little Bigger League became Babe Ruth League. And then the rest is history.
That's right. After Ruth had passed away, his family took note of a youth baseball league. So impressed, they said, "Give it the Babe's name." And thus was born teams that would stretch from the U.S. to Canada.
You look back at the history of the game of baseball, and one of the aspects of baseball is you can really see how baseball has captured America from its early days to now in the current situation. And over that time, there's only a handful of players that you really could look back and say, wow, you know, they were not only good people and good players on the field, but they had such excellent character on and off the field.
In recent years, they added another dimension to it, calling on the modern Iron Horse, Cal Ripken Jr.
You know, Cal Ripken Jr. is synonymous with just phenomenal character, and the Iron Man has been just, you know, having those two names associated with our program is just an added bonus.
Here in New Jersey sits the office headquarters, not far from where it all started. The idea was simple: organize leagues that all kids could take part in, make sure they have a place to play, and even today, make it affordable so economic status is never a hindrance.
Whether it's Babe Ruth Baseball or Cal Ripken Division or Babe Ruth Softball, the charter fees that we have are a team fee. They range anywhere from $15 to $20 to our oldest divisions are $23.
For the whole team?
For the whole team.
Take a tour of the offices and you find it's a bit of a museum, a tribute to Ruth's gigantic stature.
One of the notable ones for Babe Ruth the man and of course Yankee fans is a autographed baseball from the 1927 Yankees.
Oh, hard be still, man.
Yeah, so it's definitely one of the nicest keepsakes that we have here.
Everything he did now takes on significance. Well, they don't make them like they used to.
No.
Comiskey Park is where this came from. Mm-hmm. And there's significance to it tied to Babe Ruth.
Yes, this is, we actually have a couple chairs from Comiskey's that were given to us. This is actually where the Babe hit his first All-Star game home run.
1, 2, 3, hit!
The league has become a booming testimony to the now baseball adage, if you build it, they will keep coming. Over the years, they've added teams and territories and complementary competition. Of course, we always think about the Babe Ruth League. Mm-hmm. Young boys playing baseball. It's bigger than that. Girls softball is a big part of this equation.
Absolutely. Our Babe Ruth softball program started in 1984. Our first World Series was in 1999. It started out for 12 and 16U age groups, and ironically this past summer we actually created 3 additional age groups for the first time.
The rosters have been filled with a variety of eventual stars, not all in the sport of baseball. We think about this as producing baseball players, but the Babe Ruth League has also produced a couple of comedians.
Absolutely. These actually are two framed rosters of 2 very popular comedians in this day and age. And the first one right here are the rosters from 1988, 89, and 1990 of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. He played in Saugerty's Babe Ruth up in New York.
Before Jon Stewart was Jon Stewart, literally. He played Babe Ruth baseball.
He played Babe Ruth baseball, ironically, where our old office was until just recently in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. And John Stewart was John Leibowitz.
It's on three. 1, 2, 3, hit!
Through it all, the mission has stayed the same. Promote the best of the game.
We want them to be real true citizens. It's part of our sportsmanship code. We want our players to learn the game of baseball and softball, but we want them to be a part of a community. We want them to understand how it is to work and play with other people from their community, to learn and grow.
If the Babe was alive and he could see what has become, you get the feeling he would sit in the stands with a huge Bambino grin.
I think he would be really humble at the fact that something that just started at a local field with a group of volunteers to just provide kids the opportunity to play baseball after the age of 12 has grown into something that is so large and touch so many people across the United States and Canada. I think it's something that I think he would have a big smile about.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.